shut the hood? Oh, yeah. He's gonna shut it. Nice. So what all's in here for an intro?
2 HDX 15S, Audiopipe 3K. All highs are all SoundQubed. Coaxials in the doors and 6.5s there. And believe it or not, they're the dual amps for highs.
Dual amps, really?
From Walmart.
It works? Mm-hmm. Awesome. Nothing wrong with that.
Stock and electrical except for that little excess power battery.
Okay. Well, that little mini one. Yep. Was that probably, what, 20 amp hour?
Man, I'm not even sure. That's all right.
And you're wired to, what are you wired to? 2 ohm. Is that what it's rated at? 2 ohm?
The Audiopipe, yeah, 2 ohm.
Okay. Nice. I like it. I bet you can hear it too.
Expensive fabrics, I got expensive habits. He wanna go away, he likes to roll away. He wanna be with me, he wanna give me that body. Top shift, call my girls and put them all on a spaceship. Hey, one night when y'all say I'll make you famous. Have you ever seen this thing?
Just a dual amping. Almost stock, just stock alternator too. That's pretty good, yeah. Heck yeah.
Yeah, what you gotta go through to do all on this thing?
Oh, it's a lot of work.
It's underneath.
Oh, yeah. So all you really can do is add extra battery power. How low does it play? Do you have a little lows? What's it tuned to?
35, 36.
36?
Drop off all the gang. VIP the lane. VIP the chain. VIP my boy. Drop off all the gang. VIP the lane. VIP
better than head unit power, so make it work. Awesome.
Can't beat it for
no, sir. That's right. Can I see the back of your box again? Thank you for the demo, man.
and they can resist us. Here I'm trying to
HDX.
really need to miss us. Probably with your fish, bro. I bought her a push, I will put somebody.
I'm JacobViral, do daily cardio videos. Today's system is more budget friendly, I'd say, for a no-wall build with some SoundQubed Hdx series, the new series SoundQubed they launched last year with an Audiopipe amp. If you enjoyed the video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Let the owner know what you think in the comments and give some good comment feedback. He'll like to see it, as well as subscribe if you haven't, and welcome to my daily videos. I'm going to go ahead and start off with appreciate you guys always watching, and stay tuned for a daily video tomorrow. So today's shout out is going to go to TJ Blanding. He said, hey man, check out my build, it's coming along, tell me what you think. There's your shout out, man. I went ahead and checked out your channel, nice flex video and demo and walk around you gave of your build. Appreciate that, and thanks for being a subscriber. So there's your shout out, man. So I got two things I wanted to talk about today, maybe three, but the first thing is something from the YouTube comments. Before I answer the question and bring it up, anytime y'all got audio questions in general, feel free to ask in the comments, whether I'll answer or somebody else will answer. We got a lot of cardio gurus on here that I'll feel free to help y'all just in the comments, so go ahead and do that if you ever need questions. Any video in particular. Alright, so first thing, how to find cone area. Multiple people ask about this, and they make assumptions on assuming cone area is this instead of this. So for example, 215s, they think the cone area is, well, 15 and 15. So no, you don't just do, well, my cone area is 30. That's not the case. You have to compensate and do multiplication, and it's pretty self-explanatory if you Google how to calculate cone area, but the way I do it is pi r squared. What do I mean by that? Pi 3.14 r, which is the radius, squared. Squared would just be radius times radius. So one example I have, I did the math in a calculator real quick. 3.14 the pi times r squared. So if you have two 15s, like I mentioned earlier, it would be 7.5, which is half a 15-inch subwoofer. So 7.5 times 7.5, which is 176.625 when you multiply that times 3.14. So 3.14, which is pi, times 7.5, the half of the radius of the subwoofer size, squared, 176.6. That's for one subwoofer, but you have to 2 times it if it's two 15s. So 176 is the cone area for one 15, but I'm saying for two 15s, so the cone area would be double that, which is 353. It sounds confusing. It's literally just the equation pi times r squared. So the radius of your subwoofer squared times 3.14. I'm just making this too drawn out. It's pretty self-explanatory. Just Google and go to images. Second thing, crossover comment. So let me go ahead and pull up this picture real quick so I can see what he said. In summary, he was bringing up, so you have crossovers on your head unit, and you also have crossovers on your amplifier. And just in summary, let me see real quick. He was saying, so I have a built-in crossover on my amplifier as well as on my head unit. My mids and highs, you can set it to like 80 hertz. Your LPF and your low pass and high pass filters, you can set those on your head unit, but you also have your crossovers on your amplifier. So how do you tune it? You can tune it with just one or the other, or you can do it both. And what he's trying to see is, well, I'm confused on what I can do with this, because is it canceling out when you're tuning it with both? Not at all. Crossovers are just a blocker, or basically a way for you to cut down on the volume by a certain decibel reading. So like if it says minus 12 or minus 24, that means minus 12 dBs per octave, or minus 24 dBs per octave. I could be wrong in this, guys. Some of you are gurus, maybe it would help with this. But that's what you want to do, is just go ahead and tune your amplifier and tune your head unit. It's not going to cancel out. It's safe to do both. Like for your subwoofer head unit, you probably do 60 or 80 hertz for your low pass filter. And usually for your amplifier, it'll have a subsonic. Normally you can set that to a certain range to cut off frequencies below it. Doesn't mean cut them off, it just sets it to a point to where it will really cut down on the decibel push. Basically not decibel, but the amount of drive that the power is going to be going to the subwoofer. It's just a crossover for protecting the components of whatever is getting output and input into it. So there's no real cancellation and reason for you to not use one or the other. I personally use both. You want to use both, especially if you're running speakers on your head unit, because you don't want to turn everything off and it's going to have full out bass going to your door speakers and it can blow those speakers. So set your low pass and your high pass filters on your head unit as well as on your amplifier. There's a reason they're on the amplifier as well. It's not going to cancel out. So if I'm wrong on this, give me some feedback. I'm not perfect. That's all I got for the day. I'll leave this at that. Thanks for watching, guys. See y'all tomorrow.